Greetings, adventurers! Square Enix has recently announced a new expansion for Final Fantasy XIV, Endwalker. In Endwalker, the Warriors of Light will be traversing never-before-seen lands in Hydaelyn, including Thavnair, Old Sharlayan, Garlemald, and even the Moon. I've decided to compile all known information about Thavnair as the Warrior of Light understands it so far. Thavnair may seem like an exotic land of mystery, but we have seen many references to it scattered throughout our adventures in Eorzea and Hydaelyn beyond. Let us begin our journey into this unknown land. East of Eorzea, west of Othard, and nestled within the Bounty, lies a large island known as Thavnair, or as the citizens of Eorzea call it, the Near East. Thavnair has been described as a land with hot climate day and night, though we have received hints that the island has a multitude of climates, the likes of which we have never seen before. On the southeastern side of Thavnair resides its capital, the sprawling city-state of Razat-Han. Razat-Han is the economic center of Thavnair. Due south of Razat-Han is a small island off the shore of Thavnair called Uznair. We have drifted rather close to Thavnair on our journey to Othard. We passed through the Drown, a rock-filled passage tormented by violent currents, tides, and haunted by the spirits of those foolish enough to travel these waters. Despite this danger, Eorzean sailors hoping to reach Othard in the far east are willing to brave the passage to avoid the Garlean navy that patrols the northern areas of the Bounty, near Isambard. This passage also brings sailors through the Siren Song Sea, a sea allegedly inhabited by sirens. Razat-Han took advantage of this rumor and housed a large prison there for a time, before eventually abandoning it. Besides these more tumultuous seas, the Bounty itself is easy to sail and teeming with life, making trade a mainstay in Thavnarian culture. While we may not have any hard knowledge of Thavnarian culture as of yet, throughout our adventures we have experienced many hints of Thavnair from encountering Near Eastern goods, people, and beasts. This is due in large part to Thavnair's culture of merchantry. Thavnair's location in the middle of the Bounty leaves them central between Eorzea, Othard, and Isambard, allowing for ease of trade between the three continents. They have even managed to write up non-interference trade agreements with the Empire of Garlemald. Despite their lack of strong military presence, Thavnair is able to remain neutral with the Empire, as they are too valuable of an ally to attempt to conquer, as far as we know. Thavnarian products and regents can be found at all edges of the continent. Some familiar Thavnarian imports are Grishal Greens, used to encourage your chocobo to fight by your side, and Thavnarian Onion, used to train your chocobo skills. There are also many other Near Eastern regions, potions, and foods available across Eorzea, more notably the rare Thavnarian silk and leather, used to weave the Thavnarian bustier and bolero respectively, the latter being dancer attire. Of course, some adventurers may have had a brief tango with Thavnarian culture if they chose to follow the path of the dancer. Dancing is an ancient discipline of war that hails from Thavnair. These elegant warriors equip themselves with bladed chakram to fight enemies and use beautiful dances to enhance the speed and power of themselves while also inspiring their allies. It is a well-guarded and deeply respected style of combat which only recently began to spread to Eorzea due to Lady Nashmeria, who brought her dance troupe to Eorzea to help spread joy to the region as it recovers from war. Alchemy is familiar to many Eorzeans, but it is one of Thavnair's most ancient and crucial traditions. The Uldalian school of alchemy only recently has been recognized as a valid branch of alchemical orthodoxy. The fundamentals of the craft still originate from the Near East. Although Razat-Han is often referred to as the birthplace of modern alchemy, the true hub of alchemical research lies on the small island of Uznair. The island is owned by House Senair, a wealthy family of alchemists. Not much else is known about what occurs here, as docking on the island of Uznair is forbidden without proper permission and forms. However, we have heard of Uznair before. Treasure hunters will note that when using gazelle skin maps, a portal to the lost canals of Uznair will open, and adventurers may enter in search of the fabled cache of goods stolen by a legendary thief. Beyond understanding Thavnarian trade and war discipline, we have not been shown much of Thavnarian religious beliefs. We do know that they do not worship the 12 like the denizens of Eorzea. Instead, there is more focus on inner peace and meditation. It is theorized that they may have worshipped the 12 long ago, due to the depiction of Nymea, the spinner, on their currency. And finally, all across Eorzea there are many familiar creatures that are native to Thavnair. Some found their way here via migration, and others were brought over by Near Eastern sailors and traders. These beasts include the coral, adamantoise, and zoo. Thavnair is not only inhabited by man, of course. This land is also shared with the beastmen known as the Matanga. We will meet the friendly Arkasodra tribe on our adventures into Thavnair. Not much is known of Matanga culture, due in part to the anatomy of these creatures. Their vocal cords make it difficult for them to speak human speech. However, we do know that the Matanga have a hierarchy based on the strength of warriors. Adventurers who have been to the Azim Steppe may recognize the Matanga, as some herds can be found there. The Matanga found in Othard are in constant conflict with the Al-Ra. They frequently attack the Zayla natives, not for resources or territory, but seemingly to kill as many as possible. Even when cut down time and time again, the wild Matanga still continue to attack for no known reason. I hope you enjoyed our journey through Thavnarian lore, culture, and geography. It seems like this is only the tip of the iceberg, and there is much to look forward to in the new Endwalker expansion. Let's journey together into this beautiful land to see what other mysteries we can uncover. What do you hope to see in the new Endwalker expansion? Are there any other lesser-known lore videos you'd like to see? Did I miss any notable details? Leave a comment below of something you've always wanted to know about of the world of Final Fantasy XIV. Be sure to like this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you'd like to hear more. Thank you for joining me on this adventure. See you soon!